Okay then, we are just leaving Longbridge for Bromsgrove on the 145A, which has originated from the Morrison's supermarket in Rubery, and this is in the direction to Webbs of Wychbold Garden Centre. So we are just waiting at the traffic lights just outside of Longbridge railway station. As you know, the traffic is congested here in Longbridge because Longbridge Island is a very busy island full of cars and buses, and it does create a massive congestion. So as you know, the 145 and 145A is operated by Diamond buses, and we have got an ex-Central Buses long wheel-based ADL Enviro 200. So here we go, just about to leave Longbridge. So there's the Longbridge Sainsbury's supermarket, and that's the new shopping quarter that they opened years back, and that also includes a Marks and Spencer's department store and a few other shops. And it is like a good retail destination with that new shopping park that they've opened here in Longbridge. And we are just now waiting again at the traffic lights in Longbridge, and we'll then head towards Bromsgrove. So we'll be heading towards Bromsgrove. And so I hope you're all okay. And we've done the 002 service from Merryhill to Wheely Castle, and what we did, we came down on the 39 route from Wheely Castle, and we did a bit of a round trip up to Quinton, World's End. We didn't film the 39, we just went off camera, so we were off camera on the 39, but we're back on camera now, so we're heading down towards Bromsgrove now in Worcestershire. As you know, Longbridge is close to Worcestershire anyway. The same goes with Rubery. However, there is another Bromsgrove service that does come from Longbridge area, and that's the NXWM 144I, which replaced the old First Bus 144 Birmingham to Worcester service. So we're heading out of Longbridge, bound for Bromsgrove. So then we are now heading out of Longbridge. Now, as you know, the 145 has been operated by Diamond buses since 2019, and the contract on the 145, which Diamond runs, took over from IGO buses, which went into administration in 2019, and Diamond gained the contract as the emergency tender. But thankfully, Diamond buses has continued operating the service. However, it was rerouted in 2020 via Frankley due to the withdrawal of the 202 service, the Bromsgrove to Halesowen, because due to the fact the 202 was changed to the 44 to compete with the First Bus 144, but that only lasted till end of November. The 202 returned and the 145 reverted back to its original route from when we knew it as IGO. And I remembered IGO on this route, and I even did the last 145 when IGO was running the service in an Octare Metro City, going all the way from Longbridge down to Webbs of Wychbold Garden Centre. And that brought the end of IGO. So IGO then gained the contracts to other operators. The 145 went to Diamond. The 19 Rubery Great Park to Maypole went to Diamond for a bit, and that was run from Redditch while this route's operated by Kidderminster. But the 19 now terminates at Morrison's Rubery, and that's been taken over by the custom operator. The 42 Hollymore Way to Westheath, that was taken over by the custom operator, but that's now the 55 from Longbridge to Quinton Ridgeacre Tesco, which replaced the 10S that was operated by NX2M. And the other contract was the 38 from Norfield to Selly Oak. That was run by the Green Bus Company that did the 242 Stourbridge to Kimver. The 242 is now run by Select Bus Services. The 38 was taken over by the custom operator. It was replaced by a full 42 from West Steve to the QE, but that reverted back to West Steve to Hollymore Way, and the 38 doing the Norfield to Selly Oak route. But however, that's also merged with the 55 service connecting Longbridge and Quinton Tesco's at Ridgeacre. So there was a lot of routes that have changed, and of course the 39s from Longbridge to World's End Quinton, that's been taken over by a custom operator. The same goes with the 39A from Longbridge to Woodgate Valley South. So there's been loads of different changes over the years with all these operators on this area, on the South Birmingham region. So let's continue on our journey. So then, this is Cofton Hackett, which is the terminus of the 20 service from the QE Hospital, and the 20 interworks with the 48 at the QE Hospital to West Bromwich. Now the 20 was recently given to West Bromwich at the start of the year, as it was taking over the operation from Yardley Wood. Now Yardley Wood used to run the 20 QE Hospital to Cofton Hackett, while the 48 used to be a full service to Norfield. First it went via King's Eve, then they extended it beyond Norfield to Wheeling Castle, and then they rerouted the route to go through Wheeling Castle, while the 46 replaced the King's Eve section. But now the 46 goes via Wheeling Castle to serve King's Heath. So anyway, we're now on our way to Barnt Green. Now there is a secret that I'm going to show you when we get to Barnt Green. So I'll see you when we get to Barnt Green. then, we are now in Barnt Green, and as you know, Barnt Green is also served by the 182 and 183 routes from Redditch. That also goes to Bromsgrove. So we're just going through Barnt Green High Street, and just right here is the chip shop called Peter's Pan, based on the Disney villains classic movie Peter Pan. And Peter Pan is a very classic Disney movie, and of course it has the Peter Pan icon on the shop front, which is really interesting. So that's the secret of the 145 corridor, and of course the 182 and 183. Okay then guys, we're now approaching Bromsgrove bus station. So this is Bromsgrove bus station here in Bromsgrove. Now as you probably know, the Iceland supermarket is now gone. And so the only supermarkets that you'll find in Bromsgrove town now is Waitrose, Asda, Aldi and Lidl. So here we are, now arriving at Bromsgrove bus station. So this is Bromsgrove bus station, and the 145A is going to continue to Webbs of Wychbold Garden Centre. But we're going to do Webbs of Wychbold Garden Centre another time. So here we are, now arriving at Bromsgrove bus station. Thank you for watching the 145 video, and I hope that you enjoyed the video.